The following segment is sponsored by Mr. Sparky, 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning, Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. We love Halloween, but what can really get a homeowner a fright is when your house starts making creepy sounds or smelling funny. Not everyone is a repair expert, so how do homeowners know when they need to call an expert? Well, joining us with tips to make sure your house is in tip-top shape and safe for your family this spooky season and beyond is Mark Dawson, President and Chief Executive Officer of Authority Brands Trade Brands. Mark, welcome to the show.
Good to be here.
Okay, Mark, so first off, how can one assess the origin behind creepy sounds and spooky smells coming from malfunctioning appliances?
You know, it's that time of the year, right? So it's a lot of things happening in the house. We're just maybe 3 weeks away from the ghosts and goblins running around. So you start hearing things, you start seeing things. And so let's talk about your electricity. So one of the things that's common in the house is flickering lights. And so usually that's caused by a power surge. When your larger appliances turn on, your lights will flicker a little bit. And so that's okay. Don't worry, don't panic, no ghost. However, if those things are happening when their appliances aren't on, well, then there could be a bigger problem. So you may want to call an expert around that. And when it gets to the smells, well, there's all kinds of things when it comes around the plumbing side. So if you hear that hammering noise when you turn your faucet off, like somebody's beating on the pipes, it's not a ghost. It's just too much pressure coming into the house. So you want to make sure you get a regulator installed that will reduce the pressure, keep that knocking down as well. And then last but not least, the furnace is getting ready to come on. A lot of times when that furnace strikes up, you get a little smell, weird smell. Now, if that smell smells like rotten eggs, let's turn it off. That could be a gas leak. Let's make sure we get that inspected by a professional and get that taken care of. Also, you never know when a rodent may get into your ductwork and, it passes away and little decomposes and gases and bacteria. That's also a potential smell. So make sure you get that taken a look at.
Those are excellent tips. So next up, why is preventative maintenance key to keeping our home looking its very best?
Once a year, you should have a professional come out, take a look at all the things in your home when it comes to your HVAC, your plumbing, and your electrical. If you do that, you're going to save yourself probably hundreds, if not thousands of dollars down the road. So make sure you do that every year, especially on the HVAC side, twice a year. Once before it gets hot, once before it gets cold, just to make sure everything's in good working order. And your guests that come over for the holidays have a great experience.
What are the do's and don'ts of getting our home ready for the cooler months ahead?
Well, first of all, here's a do, right? Let's have the ductwork in your house clean, right? There's probably more dirt and dust up there than you can ever imagine. So have a professional come in, clean out the ductwork, have good, clean air to breathe through the winter months. One of the other things you want to do is make sure you change your filter out, right? So you want to have good airflow. From a safety standpoint, let's check the smoke detectors just in case there's a accidental fire. And then from a plumbing standpoint, you want to make sure those pipes are really wrapped good. Going to get cold out there. You don't want freezing pipes to interrupt and destroy any of your holiday festivities, if you will.
Mark, thank you so much. Where can we go for more information?
Just go to our websites, onehourheatandair.com, benjaminfranklinplumbing.com, and mrsparky.com.
Mark, thank you for being with us today. We've loved having you.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.